Silence isn't the absence of sound. It's the presence of everything you've tried not to hear. It's where the mask slips, and the real conversation begins between the self you show and the one waiting behind your eyes. Sun Tzu once wrote, "The greatest victory is that which requires no battle." But what he didn't have to say is that the first war is always inside. Before we conquer the world, we must confront the noise within. Most people can't stand silence because it removes their cover. There's no soundtrack to soften the truth, no distraction to drown the echo of the past. The ego panics when it can't perform. It starts throwing thoughts like weapons, trying to win a war that peace already ended. But the trained mind, the mind that has walked through its own chaos, knows the value of stillness. It knows what Sun Tzu meant when he said, "If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles." In silence, you finally meet both. Ancient mystics understood this war of noise and truth. They spoke through mudras, sacred gestures that channel intent into energy. For silence, they turned to the Kali Mudra, fingers interlaced, index fingers rising like a blade of light. It symbolizes cutting through illusion, the same way silence slices through mental clutter. When you hold this shape while the 741 Hz frequency hums beneath your breath, it becomes a ritual of clarity. The hands focusing what the mind fears, the tone dissolving what the spirit hides. In that union of gesture and vibration, the battlefield turns into a temple. So the truth, silence is not emptiness. It's the language of the divine. The soul speaks in vibration, not volume. It's why ancient masters meditated before they moved. They were listening for alignment before action. When you sit in true silence, you begin to feel the weight of your own energy, how your fears hum, how your thoughts pulse, how your spirit expands when you stop forcing. This is the inner battlefield, and silence is your strategy map. Every moment you resist silence, you delay your mastery. Every moment you surrender to it, you sharpen your awareness. The warrior of peace doesn't fight noise. They outlast it. They let it fade until only truth remains. Because silence isn't weakness, it's readiness. And when you finally make peace with the quiet, you become the calm others seek in chaos. So if silence makes you uncomfortable, remember, it's not the silence you fear. It's what's waiting to meet you inside it. Train there. That's where your real power lives. If the quiet wound you felt still echoes, don't leave the page. Subscribe. Linger in the silence, and let your next awakening begin. This is Prism of Thought, and thank you for gathering here with me today.